Grand Rising, YouTube. Back to do Divine Masculine Energy read. When I done my seasons reading all about the healing, there was an energy of a masculine or a masculine group that was definitely coming through quite strongly, but I didn't really tap into it. Even last night I was set to do this reading in regards to the divine masculine energy, that kind of way, and as I sat down I was writing this, and it says, divine masculines, those with pure intentions but yet in sticky situations. In order to ascend, first you must descend. Once a man, twice a child kind of energy. What was suppressed will slowly come to surface. Feelings of vulnerabilities, act out of unjust ways, slowly chipping away at your core, your soul, pulling you away, down, descending. Feelings of drowning at the bottom of the well. All emotions dry away. No more water left, but yet you still survive. What now? The story of the donkey and the bottom of the well. There's a story that I remember reading years ago on Facebook, and some owners lost their donkey and went out looking for the donkey, and as they went out looking for the donkey, they discovered a well where the donkey had fallen into, and they tried everything in their power to get the donkey out, everything in their power. I can't remember the different methods they used, but to get the donkey out of the well. Until eventually they said there's nothing they can do but to bury the donkey in the well. So as they were throwing dirt into the well, the donkey decided to shake the dust, shake the dirt off of its body. And with each shaking off, the donkey then was rising with the dirt to the surface and ended up walking out of the well. You understand? So that was coming to my thoughts as I was writing. It says energy of building a way out with bricks thrown at you, becoming a seed and growing from the bottom to the top. Each brick being a lesson. The water from the well, your emotions, the essence of your ascension. And at the time I had a kind of vision of like a ram ramming the well. But as you're ramming, the bricks are falling. That's the lesson. It's when you're acting out of, like, you know, when you've got a bull in a cage then, and it's knocking, it's using its horns to just rock the foundation there. But that's not going to get the ram anywhere. It's not going to get the bull anywhere. It's not going to get you anywhere when you act in an unjust manner. Kind of an energy I was picking up on. So I was going to do the reading last night, but I knew it was going to be a heavy read, so I just tapped out of that energy right away, and I said I'll do it in the rise. But when I woke up, I saw the sun. I can see it was going to be one of those days, so I just went out, and as I went out, I just appreciated what it is that the Most High has to offer to us. Priceless. So that's what I've been literally doing, just gazing, appreciating. So let's see about the divine masculine energy. What's the highest energy? I've got 59 here. 1 second. I just realised I had 59 on my calendar. So let's see. What's the highest energy for the divine masculine? Two cards want to come out. These are the two cards. As I've just said, nothing wants to come out. So I feel like because of somebody's actions in a stuck situation, there's that ramming energy. There's that ram energy that I was picking up on instantly. It's coming back to mind. where the ram was knocking at the foundation of the world, but that wasn't going to get the ram anywhere. So there's that tower energy. Tell me more about this energy of the hangman, this divine masculine. And I'm getting the energy, you know, nothing wants to come out. As these two came out, nothing wants to come out. It's just keep ringing in my head now. So maybe there was a divine masculine that was tied to the situation by your own doing, by their own doing. Because a hangman is I guess you are trying to decipher in which direction you needing to go. For the tower to be the card to come out with it. It's an explosive release. It's an explosive release. Tell me more about the energy of the hangman. And I should have known it was a tower energy, because when I lit my sage to start, I was trying to wait for the smoke to die down, but the smoke wouldn't die down. It was literally, and it had a really bad smell, bad energy. So I kind of knew the energy I was going into. I felt it before I saw it, and now I can see why, even from last night. Separation. Tell me more about the energy of the hangman. What's the hangman here? In regards to divine masculine energy. Nostalgia. Divine masculine is looking back. Why is the tower here? The divine masculine energy. A gift, an offer. Let's get one more card on this tower. I'm hearing there was a tower just at the moment of a gift. Two cards want to come out. Clouded. It says unable to think clearly, unable to make decisions, poor connections, poor concentration, sorry. And it says heartbreak. Bottom of the deck, trust issues. Afraid to be hurt, doesn't trust themselves, finds ways not to trust people, insecure. Let's get some chakra energy around the divine masculine within this energy. I've already pre-shuffled these cards, and the cards that wanted to come out when I was pre-shuffling these cards was emotions, boundaries. There's another one I can't remember. The energy. Messages, signs, symbols, and guidance. What's the energy for the tower? That's the energy of really being stuck in the thoughts. Like, this is somebody dreaming of whatever the situation may be, this separation, this nostalgia energy. It's not only in the reality, it's in their thoughts as well. Tell me more about the energy of the tower in regards to the divine masculine. like things want to come out and they're not coming out. So I feel like that's the energy here of the divine masculine in this nostalgia energy. Creativity in the reverse. That doesn't feel comfortable. Tell me more about the tower. What's the energy of the chakra? Honesty. Somebody spoke their truth, or somebody needs to speak their truth. Truth, transparency, sincerity, and communication. Somebody needs to speak their truth. Someone's finding it hard to speak their truth in regards to a situation that I feel a fear of heartbreak, clouded by the nostalgia energy, hangs in that situation. It's everywhere. It's in your thoughts. It's everywhere you go. There was the energy I picked up on in one of the readings is that you can run but you can't hide. You can't hide from yourself. You can lie to anybody you want to lie to, but you can't lie to yourself. So if you turn left, your thoughts are going left with you. Right, your thoughts are going right with you. What's the current energy? Oops. The current energy is someone needs to have faith. Have faith within their self, within their Most High. Hope, support, miracles, spirituality. Bottom of the deck, communication. Let's see what needs to be surrendered at this time. The divine masculine. Surrender to success. Surrender to non-action. Surrender to obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to your spirit. That's that faith card. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve a problem. But doing nothing. It says surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. Surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. And I feel like that's what that hangman energy is. There's the energy of not knowing which direction to turn. Crossroads energy. Bottom of the deck, divine timing. Let's see, what's the overall goal here for the divine masculine? What's the overall goal for the divine masculine at this time? Stability. Divine masculine is looking for stability right now. After a heartbreak, after a time of confusion, after a time of, I'm hearing, not being honest. Got the divine feminine card in there. Coming off this energy of stability. Chant. It says wanting to take a leap of faith, ready to take a chance, not wanting to miss out on an opportunity. After a feeling of feeling abandoned maybe, feels left out, codependencies and fears being left. Ghosting. Out of sight, out of mind, unable to express feelings in a healthy manner, blocking phone numbers and or social media. So this is what's probably caused a divine masculine, some form of unstableness. A time of separation kind of left the divine masculine in a heartbreak energy at a time when there's the energy of a gift. Let's see, what's more? Let's find out. Because the stability is going to the gift. So whatever this gift was, it was a gift of stability. Somebody was about to take a chance, but it could be during that time. Okay, what blocked? Self-critical. I was going to ask what's blocked the gift, but it's the ghosting. Self-critical. Unreasonable expectations exaggerates negatives, extremely judgmental of self. So maybe during this time of separation, so I'm getting so many messages, somebody just became hard on themselves. Somebody became hard on themselves because maybe the divine masculine, he was blocked, couldn't get through to whosoever it was that you're in this hangman energy in regards to. Communication again, and marriage. No more cards came out. So this is about communication or a gift of a marriage for the divine masculine. And more about this energy of marriage for the divine masculine. Music. Messages received through music and lyrics. What's the message that's being received to the divine masculine in regards to this marriage? It doesn't feel like a happy energy. Look, overload. It doesn't feel like a happy energy, divine masculine. It feels like an arranged marriage. That's what it feels like to me. Like somebody is being put into a marriage that's not for them. Overload. Why is overload here? Why is overload here in regards to this marriage? Science. This is going, whatever this is, it's going against everything that divine masculine believes in. This marriage is going against everything the divine masculine believes. It's almost like somebody's forcing the situation on a divine masculine. And through music is where the signs are coming in. Maybe there's certain music that just keeps on playing repeatedly or around that energy, around that topic of. There's a reading I done some months back and it says divine masculine, just because you made the bed it doesn't mean you have to sleep in it. It's kind of got that energy and it just came to me, and at the bottom of the deck you got awakening, changing behavior, slowing down to reflect, deepening emotions, well-being, shifting priorities and values, transformation of the inner world. And then I'm hearing again, you have to descend in order to ascend. So this situation is triggering the energy of an abandonment for divine masculine. Through music, through dreams, through signs on the street even. The signs are everywhere that it's like your intuition is just going off at you, like your spidey senses there. Tell me more about this energy of overload for divine masculine. Lovable wanted to come out just now. And loyal. I'm asking what it is that warrior. Awakened warrior of the heart, surrendered to ego and struggle, reconnected with the heart and the divine, has returned to love. So I asked, what's the want for the divine masculine in regards to this marriage? And it's the warrior energy. Awakened warrior of the heart, surrendered to the ego and struggle, reconnected with the heart and the divine, has returned to love. So during this marriage, it was a time that awoken, it brought clarification, it brought light, and this wanted to come out as well earlier, lovable. Somebody was in an unlovable state at the time when they got through to this marriage, when they entered into this marriage. And through, I don't know, however long, it's grown somebody. This connection's grown somebody. The connection that someone's been steered to through music and the signs in your dreams, it's growing you. I hope you understand. It's kind of confusing me, but I understand what it is I'm seeing here. Tell me more about this energy of the warrior. Abundance. Survive something. Emperor energy I'm picking up on here. Awakening. See, look. Awaken. Someone's awakened to what it is that they truly want right now. What's the divine masculine being awakened to? What's the divine masculine being awakened to? Telepathy. Able to hear each other's thoughts and converse mentally. Able to sense each other's feelings and moods. Divine masculine tapped into their high priest energy. Because I'm speaking of a masculine energy. High priestess energy. Understanding now the connection they have to their most high, to the spirit guides, to their ancestors. Understanding that what you put out is what you get in. Someone fought hard. Emperor energy for where it is that they're heading to. Tell me more about this energy of abundance. Opportunity. Yeah, if this opened up doors, this situation, and I feel like it's a situation of the past, but whatever it is, it's opened up opportunities for you, or it's going to open confirmation, or it's going to open doors of opportunities for you abundantly. Tell me more about these opportunities that are coming towards the divine masculine. What these opportunities are coming towards the divine masculine. Karma and trapped. But trapped, I know it's directly wanted to fall in the reverse. So I feel like it's an ending of obsessive thinking. Someone is now surrendering to their success. Someone's now moving towards that, moving away from paying off karmic debts that's owed from past lives and the present life. Tell me more about this energy. Balance. Balance is being restored after a time of, after this karma, justice. Tell me more about this energy of balance. The divine masculine. Chaos and knowledge. Being able to decipher through the chaos that's been going on in life. Knowledge. Gaining knowledge. I see someone looking into it. It says here, trying to better understand the connection with their counterpart by reading books, searching the internet, watching tarot readings, etc. So someone trying to connect with somebody on a spiritual level, and it's kind of triggered off an awakening within the divine masculine, triggered off a healing within the divine masculine. I keep hearing that phrase now. Knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is freedom. Tell me more about this knowledge that the divine masculine is gaining. Optimism. I can't do it. Stalemate. Missed opportunity energy. Stuck and stagnant, no growth or development. Soul searching, independence. Okay, so boundaries. Want to come up through the pre-shuffle now at the bottom of the deck. 1 second. Alright, I had to pause. I had to simplify the reading. I was getting overwhelmed, I would say, with the messages I was receiving, so I broke it down. I cleared up some of the cards that was down, and I left chaos, trapped in reverse, messages and signs through music. There's a strong energy that something needs to be communicated in regards to a feeling of loss, of lack, of codependencies, fears, feeling left out in regards to a marriage. But originally I felt like this was a marriage of convenience. But I feel like it's a marriage of convenience that's going to open doors to opportunities. I feel like this is a marriage that's brought knowledge and understanding to somebody about who they actually are in their high priest, divine masculine energy reading, energy, how they can communicate telepathically. You know, it probably did cause an imbalance at some point in somebody's life because it's an overwhelming energy to go through. But I feel like someone's deciphered it by knowledge, by understanding, by seeking understanding. This was a karmic cycle for somebody, which I feel is coming to an end. Communication. So it says, the frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of the truth, to stay in the flow of the source and balanced exchange. So what's the activation for the Divine Masculine? Who's in this energy? What was the purpose of this energy? What is that in this energy? Cosmic flower. And I was just going to say, to open you up to the gift of, let me just say, telepathy. But it's an unusual way to communicate then, through telepathy, to how we've been grown, you understand, in society. But someone's come to learn and understand at the beginning of a journey, I feel like, the gift that they actually possess within themselves. Priceless. Tell me more about this cosmic flower, the Divine Masculine energy. And then there's a deck that I've been drawn to. Okay, I've been drawn to my mediumship oracle in regards to this cosmic flower that the Divine Masculines now understanding, understanding the gifts that they possess within themselves. Tell me more about this cosmic flower. Still deciphering, still trying to make sense of it all. Tell me more about this energy. Instantly I see the butterfly, someone's painting a butterfly, someone's creating their own power of empathy. So here I've got creativity is not only a way of expressing your personality and spirit to the outside world, it's also a great way of disconnecting your analytical mind so you can reconnect with the creative, expressive and intuitive side of your brain. As children, we started our lives by freely using the more creative right side of our brain. As we got older, as a result of schooling and societal conditioning, there was a tendency to pull away from our right side and rely more on our intellectual left side of the brain. Intuition floats on the edge of the creativity. So try doing something creative, such as taking a class where you can practice sketching, drawing, writing, painting, coloring, making pottery, or whatever works for you. Being creative can be quite meditative in its own way. As you develop your psychic and mediumship potential, it can help you train yourself to let go of logic and trust the information you're receiving, whether it's psychic information or messages from spirit. Every psychic and medium uses the vast imagination, nature of the right brain to achieve a higher altered state. This is what is known as the artist's mind. This is the special place where the communication is pure and authentic. You don't need to have any artistic ability to practice with creative methods and tools. Just by making effort and have fun will definitely help stretch your spiritual abilities further than you could imagine. The mediumship tool. So I feel like this could even be, I'm hearing a Divine Masculine who may get into tarot. find healing through the tarot, or a divine masculine that has already found healing through the tarot, that's helped decipher through the chaos that's been keeping this divine masculine trapped in the energy of an abandonment. Through the knowledge that was seeped through this karmic cycle, possibly this marriage, it's opened opportunities, doors of opportunities for a divine masculine to become balanced and stable, because this is the one for a divine masculine. And again, confirming the cosmic flower, power of empathy. Being a good medium requires a strong sense of empathy, which comes from the ability to sense and feel the emotions of a spirit, as well as those here in the living. Being empathic enables you to deliver heart-centered messages from spirit. Every medium is equipped with the natural heightened sense of empathic awareness. It can be an overwhelming feeling, and if it's left ungrounded, it can result in being overly tired, emotional, or even anxious. Grounded empathic mediums allow their emotional heart-centered awareness to be just a tool for guiding the session between themselves and the sitter and the spirit. Being an empath means you feel other people's emotions as your own, but this unique ability also enables you to be aware of another's energy for thoughts, feelings, events, and much more. An easy technique for empathic grounding is to amplify the awareness of your auric energy, so you can expand it from your body to form a protective field. If you're feeling overexerted empathically, use a deep breathing technique to slow down your vibrational energy to reground yourself. Other ways to practice healthy empathic awareness is to practice mediumship, yoga, and other energy healing ways. Try to keep your overall spiritual energy grounded, as this will also assist with being empathically healthy. Everyone is entitled to their emotions, so remind your inner empath of this. It is so important to allow some space for yourself without taking everyone's feelings. And this is the strong energy I was picking up as I was reading. Because me being empathic myself and highly intuitive, and I've always been since a child, just never had understanding of it. So we got to a point where it came in fast. We're talking about maybe over the last 4 or 5 years, it came in fast. But not only was my own intuitive messages coming in fast, I was also picking up on other energies that are around me, which caused hella confusion. So it came to a point where I had to separate myself from people, places and things. What I thought was only going to be for a small time turned out to be 2 to 3 years. Within that 2 to 3 years, the messages came in even faster. Literally, I'm looking at this card, came in even faster. And then I was then able to decipher during that 2 to 3 years what was my energy and what was an energy outside of me. It was that real. Slowly but surely, that's what I learned as the cosmic flower. But this is, it could be the energy that divine masculine is now going through, that beginning stage, just the opening up. Just like a brand new baby, when you see them just open their eyes. And that can be overwhelming when you're receiving so many messages all at once. It can become chaotic in your mind, cause an emotional imbalance within you, because you're trying to decipher what's been, and I'm hearing that phrase again that it's been from the last couple of weeks. The messages that come to you, through you, are for you. Anything that you're seeking within, outside of yourself, is already within you. And when you hear these, especially through music, it helps you to decipher the energies that you're picking up on. But it's more than that. You need to understand what's yours and what's not. And sometimes you need that space in doing so to grow. Let's get overall energy, even though I feel like being said. Soulmate, and then it was in the reverse it flipped out. These are new to me, so and even though it's you can see the trees and stuff in the background, it does look like somebody's underwater, the bottom of the well kind of energy. Anything that you're looking outside of yourself is within you. Soulmate. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. Through the magnetism of divine love, you merge with another and love becomes an all-embracing force. Through a torch, word of glance love unites you to your beloved. The most precise thing is love, or the most precious, I should say, thing is love, and this is your season of love, a time of romance and happiness. You are both beautiful souls. Look within you, and you will see it. There is a pearl in each of your hearts. Close your eyes and feel it. Through the eyes of love, you will see and feel love, infinite spiritual realm. United by love, nothing matters but each other. Love gives me the strength, love gives me the courage. I enter love, infinite spiritual realm. And as I was reading that, I'm still saying this card is in the reverse, this card is in reverse. They're putting it back to the current energy of the divine masculine who may be going through this situation currently. I feel like the same energy here of arranged marriage. In the reverse, it fell over on telepathic communication. It's almost like somebody's taught themselves to love within this connection. They're teaching themselves to love within this marriage. It's not necessarily a natural energy, you know, that kind of love at first sight, natural attraction. This is something that somebody's connecting through an energy of codependency, because they've got a similar, somebody's got a similar trauma, let's say, to deal with. So they connected through pain, kind of an energy. So the love is going to start at that point. The love is starting from there. So I hope that kind of makes sense. I'm just hearing right now, it's like meeting somebody in a rehab. No offense to anybody that's gone there, but, you know, because you're trying to better your life, you're trying to gain stability, you know, hats out to you. But it's like meeting somebody in a rehab and then going on to become married, for an example. You can heal together, yes you can, but if one gets triggered within the connection, it then leaves another person vulnerable to be triggered also, and then you get a relapse kind of an energy is what's coming in. Let me just tell me more about this energy. Big ego and blocked off. I was just clarifying why soulmate was here and why it came out in the way it did to me intuitively. And it says big ego, power struggle, and blocked off. Why the big ego, power struggle, energy? Family vacation. I mean, this might make sense to somebody. Spring, renewal. What's blocked off in this situation? Why's blocked off? Fast life. Fast lifestyle in the reverse. Alright. Honeymoon period, true colours, red flags. And again, this will confirm family vacation. Shame. Sorry, once bitten, twice shy. Shame on you. 2 times shame on me. But if it keeps on happening, who's to blame? It's at the bottom of the deck. Tell me more about this energy of past life. They don't know. Somebody knew better, so they should have done better, is what I'm hearing. Like a kitchen without a knife, something was missing. Not your shame to carry. So having a human experience. Okay. What's overall energy here? Current energy. I'm asking in regards to this energy. Self-love. Needing to find self-love within this connection that's going nowhere fast. Not trying to force yourself to stay in a connection, because then you're only going to eat away at yourself. You're living out of your ego, you're living out of your shadow. Have faith is at the bottom of the deck. Take time out to get to know yourself and what works for you in this particular cycle of your life. Some of the biggest obstacles to self-love are self-criticism and perfectionism, which lead to harsh judgment of the self, closing down, and eventually illness. Have you been trying to compete with others, get approval from people in your family, or simply pushing yourself too hard? If so, you need to soften and start listening to your body. Focus on keeping your heart open and practice acknowledging and recognizing the good in yourself and others. This card beckons you to breathe love in and out of every moment of the day. Ask yourself, what changes do I need to make to my daily routine so that love can pulsate through every breath, action and relationship I engage in? Choose to open your heart through softness, deep breathing, relaxation, movement, finding beauty in nature, in your home, in your pain, in your love, in your sadness, in your prayers, etc. Keep your heart open, even though it makes you feel vulnerable and exposed. The action this week is your opportunity to learn to receive. Anytime anyone says something nice to you or offers you help, take a deep breath, thank them and accept. You need to find something loving or nurturing to do for yourself. This could be a massage, a healing treatment, or a movie with a friend. Every time you look in the mirror, repeat, I am lovable. Do this every day until you really believe it. And every single thing that came out within the self-love healing card came out in the reading. The lovable card came out in the first part. I don't know if I put it back. That needing to put yourself first, what I was picking up intuitively in regards to an energy of being in a marriage where you felt abandoned in. But yet it may have opened doors to an abundance, but still there's an energy of abandonment, there's an energy of giving in a situation that's not genuine, acting more out of your ego. What's the message here? The overall message and advice. The divine masculine. That's resonating with the energy of this reading. place like home. Card number 50. Essential meaning, authenticity, coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit in, being comfortable in your own skin. The Oracle's message, home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create, a place that is known and you can call yours. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify. As you claim your dignity and integrity, aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know you know who you are. You hold your head high, yet with neither pride nor humility. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here, in the house of your spirit and spirit. Relationship messages. Lovers, friends and companions, animals are at home in your life right now. You are in sync and full of love, and you can be secure in knowledge that it is reciprocated. Relationships eclipse a sense of emotional safety, comfort and the best aspects of a familiarity. Be home in this relationship. Together you add to the love of the world. Prosperity message. When you act in an authentic way, you command the world to reflect back to you exactly what it is in your highest good. Your business choices, the investments you make, and the creative projects you immerse yourself in are powerful, on point. Why? Because when you are fully yourself, radically accepting everything in your journey today, both success and failures, you will see the divinity in all things. Abundance is a natural progression. When you experience this kind of authenticity, protection message. There are times when what is familiar and known is not the best choice. Human beings are memory-driven creatures, and we will look for certainty for what we know, even if the qualities we seek in other people are in external conditions, are expressed in unhealthy ways. Avoiding being too eager to find home. Choose something unfamiliar and trust that there you will find a new normal that supports your spirit. Remember, if you do what you did, you will always get what you got. Do the opposite of what feels right, even if it's uncomfortable, because what feels right is really what feels familiar, and you will attract and be drawn to very things you don't want anymore. This time will not be different unless you do something different. I don't think there's nothing more to be said there. That speaks for itself. If you keep putting yourself in situations that you know is not serving your highest good, then you're still going to get the same results. You're going to draw upon that energy that you was in, that kept you in a chaotic mind. You're going to find yourself being pulled back again. You're going to find yourself in a stalemate, seeking that balance again, going through that whole karmic cycle. I feel like someone's reached the end of a karmic cycle. Somebody's choosing to do something differently, regardless of a connection they may have. Because why? This soulmate connection felt too familiar. Tell me more about the energy here of marriage. I didn't even know this was in there. So it says healthy choices, but I'm not going to keep that. But again, that's what it's about. They're making healthy choices. Tell me more about the energy of marriage. Mature woman in the reverse wants to come out. Tell me more about this energy of marriage, the divine masculine, in regards to the energy of this reading. This is a mature man that will come out. Yeah? So we've got a marriage here, definite confirmation of a marriage. But I feel like there's a divine masculine who feels that a mature woman is not acting very mature right now. Acting out of character, I'm hearing. Tell me more about that. Resistance to the ending of something. There's no communication. The coffin cards came out, but it's in the reverse, so there's no communication in regards to this coffin energy. Tell me more about this energy of abundance. Many opportunities. I'm asking to tell me about opportunities and everything what to come out. Concern. Concerned about someone's stability, maybe, in regards to the opportunities that could be coming your way. Abundant opportunities. Tell me more about the energy of this awakening. The divine masculine with regards to the energy of this reading. In regards to a courtship, security, stability, partnership, home, marriage. Tell me more about this courtship that the divine masculine is awakening to. The hard work that's needed to put into something. Stolen labor wants to come out. Tell me more about this stolen labor. Tell me more about this karmic energy. What's this karmic energy? Main female in the reverse. So I feel like divine masculines had a separation from divine feminine, from a main female. Had a separation from a main female in the spring possibly, or maybe there's going to be a renewal with a main female in the spring, or maybe there was an expectation for this, but it never came to pass. Because I'm picking up three energies, so there's a third party energy. So we've got the mature woman in the reverse, and we've got a main female in the reverse. So I feel like and I was going to say that this energy of the stolen labor felt to me like a Nine of Pentacles kind of energy, confirmation. Somebody is in contemplation of becoming single for their own stability. Tell me more about the energy of this. Sorry, it's my son on the punch bag. Maybe someone's needing to do some kind of physical activity, the meditation mode. Tell me more about the energy of this main female in the reverse. Why the main female here in the reverse? Unexpected income. Tell me more about the energy of this mature woman here in the reverse. Ayana. So definitely that's the marriage. That's all to do with the marriage. Tell me more about the energy of this concern. What's the concern? In regards to this opportunity and this abundance. What's the concern? False person. Crossed over soulmate, big ego. What's the concern in regards to this false person? Is it that somebody's realised that they've married to the wrong person? Tell me more about the energy of this false person. is an empty home. I know it's a family room, but this feels really empty. And I was feeling it as I was shuffling. I was definitely feeling the energy of sadness, loss, like something's missing, like the card that says here. Tell me about this energy of family home. Somebody's in a place where they don't want to be. Somebody's there physically but not there emotionally. That's what I'm seeing from here. Tell me more about the unexpected income I was asking for, and wealthy man came out. Tell me more about this energy of this main female. In regards to this unexpected income and wealthy man. So it could be that the main female is the mature woman, because they're both in the reverse. Is it possible that this mature woman stepped outside of a connection? See, look, feet. Stepped outside of a connection in order to gain some financial, I was gonna say equity. They even use words like that, but gain some financial status. Thief is here in the reverse. Tell me more about the energy of thief. What's the energy here of thief? Yeah, some kind of duplication. It's got found out. Whatever was happening here within somebody's ego, I'm picking up some kind of back to another reason I did. Whose karmic is this, and why must you exploit them? It's like pimping energy. This is going back to some readings I done some months ago. I'm picking up that energy right now. That someone had somebody working for them and ended up having to marry the person they had working for them because of the energy of a friend coming back to the scene and giving a divine masculine then an ultimatum to do right by this young energy in that reading, and it's kind of giving me that same feel. Change. I wasn't even asking a question, but it's brought a change. It's brought an awakening. So whosoever this energy is, financially it brought abundance. It did bring abundance, but I feel like there has to be some kind of compensation. Some kind of compensation has to be paid out in regards to what was taken from whosoever this person is involved in regards to a marriage. Tell me more about the energy of courtship. Why is courtship here? Why is courtship here? Yeah, divine masculine energy. Privileged lady wants to come out. Tell me more about the energy of it. These cards got no behavior. Message of concern. Poverty. There's been a loss. Somebody's had a financial loss. I feel like this is the compensation. This is the payout that has to be made. By a main male. Or this person is you, divine masculine, the main male, who's gone through this karmic cycle for being in a state of confusion. And as I say that, I go back to the beginning of what I wrote. This flashed to mind. It says, this is the energy reading for the divine masculines, those with pure intentions but in sticky situations. In order to ascend, first you must descend. Once a man, twice a child kind of energy. What was suppressed will slowly come to surface. Feelings of vulnerability, act out in unjust ways, slowly chipping away at your core, your soul, pulling you away, down, descending, feelings of drowning at the bottom of the well. All emotions dry away, no more water left, but yet you still survive. What now? Energy of building away, out with the bricks that are thrown at you, becoming a seed and growing from the bottom to the top. Each brick being a lesson, the water from the well, emotions, the very essence to your ascension. I mean, if you watch it from the beginning, you will hear the story I said about the donkey, using the dirt that was thrown at him to stand upon it and walk right out of the well when he was just about to be buried alive. I feel that energy. I feel all of this situation is going to bring an emperor energy. So that's what I want to tap into. There's a journey at the bottom. Journey's at the bottom of the deck there. Tell me more about the energy for this main male. But the counterpart to the main male is in reverse also. So it's like every option that this main male has been pushed away in some way, shape or form. Some, I feel like this main male stole from, and some I'm hearing was just young, very immature, false. Even though I was in it. What's coming towards this main male in regards to the energy of this reading? But I feel like there's some form of communication that needs to be had, definitely. If not within yourself, there's a need to be honest to yourself, Divine Masculine, in regards to whatever this situation is to you, whatever it is that you've awoken to, whatever it is that you've gained knowledge in regards to. But I feel like some form of communication needs to be had in order for you to reach that peace and contentment within yourself, that stability. Tell me more, what's the energy that's coming towards this main male in regards to the energy of this Divine Masculine reading? What's the energy that's coming towards? There's a separation that's coming, and this is the second card to confirm separation throughout the reading, right at the beginning. So this is showing me this is definitely the ending of the reading, of a cycle maybe. But a separation is coming. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. There's that high honor energy, and I feel like that is the marriage. So this mature man is still in the upright. Masculine energies here are all in the upright. The feminine energies are all in the reverse. Except for the privileged lady. Tell me more about the energy that's coming towards this main man. You do deserve love, Divine Masculine. And during the time of separation and understanding, you will be getting to know somebody. True love from retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. This is the romance of a lifetime. Getting to know each other. But first there's a separation that needs to happen. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Tell me more about this energy. Because I want to move on to the forward. So let's just talk about you deserve love. What's the answers here? Don't stop. Don't stop. That I'm hearing loving. Don't stop loving yourself or others. Tell me more about this energy of getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost secrets or your innermost selves to each other. Your bond deepens. Tell me more about this getting to know each other. Cards when I come out in the near future and unlikely. Tell me more about this energy of true love. energy of retreat. What about this energy of retreat? Retreat is the divine masculine and what's coming towards them. You deserve love, retreat. Not the right time. So I feel like the reason why it's kind of coming out in a kind of conflicted way is because the separation hasn't come about yet. So right now it's not the right time, but in the near future, within the next few months. Let me see, why it's unlikely here. Again, something needs to come to the open. Whatever was in the darkness needs to be confessed. Somebody needs to speak about who they are wholeheartedly, getting to know each other. As you discuss your truest self to one another, your bond deepens because there's missing information, whosoever it is that you're connected to, divine masculine. First of all, that needs to be communicated. Maybe of whatever took place within a separation, within a time apart, within a time that somebody was ghosted. It all needs to come to the surface. And unlikely here is here because I feel like I'm dealing with a divine masculine that is in fear of speaking their truth. Don't stop, right? Don't stop here. I can see the 4 of Wands on the table, and we've also got the 6 of Cups. So that's the soulmate energy. Don't stop believing. Don't stop believing in your connection, in what your intuition is guiding you to. Within the next 3 months, what's coming towards the divine masculine energy is resonating with the energy of this reading within the next 3 months. The lovers are in the reverse. There's a decision that needs to be made. Tell me more about this lovers energy. After a time of rest and rejuvenation, a decision has to be made, or a time of loss, a financial loss. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, the ending to some kind of generational wealth, generational connection, generational, it could be business again, but it's in the reverse. I can see a house, I can see, it's almost like a house is built on land here. There's a baby here. It looks like he's being held by a higher different energy. It's like a guy of wisdom, knowledge. It could be somebody from in the spirit world that's very close to you. Tell me more about this 10 of Pentacles energy. 8 of Wands. There's some kind of travel, but still there's no clarity, no confirmation. Something's still in the dark. Tell me more about this 8 of Swords. What's 8 of Swords? 7 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Somebody was working hard for a forward movement. Somebody's not even speaking of what it was that they were putting their time and effort into. Tell me more about this Page of Pentacles energy. I feel the divine masculine's energy is very low vibration right now. Not necessarily within actions, just within mood. Probably not seen in themselves right now. Tell me more with the Page of Pentacles. What's the Page of Pentacles here? 6 of Wands. Yeah, I feel that divine masculine is not feeling very victorious right now. There's some kind of change or some kind of movement that has to be made. Tell me more about the 6 of Wands. 9 of Wands. Wounded warrior. Someone's not speaking about what it is that they've been through. Tell me more about the Seven of Pentacles. Karma in the reverse. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Someone went through some harsh lessons, probably even physically, had to defend themselves in a physical situation, which caused them to maybe have to move very quickly, swiftly. Wounded warrior. Tell me more about this Knight of Wands in the reverse. Ten of Cups. No place like home kind of energy. I pick up on that. Tell me more. Tell me more about the Ten of Cups energy. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Run to a place where there's no place like home. Impulsively. Very demanding with the Knight of Wands. It's not the King of Wands in the reverse, but it's the Knight of Wands in the reverse. But someone's moving swiftly, quickly. Five of Wands. It could be with conflict. Somebody's moving forward in a conflicted energy, or moving away from a conflicted energy to a no place like home kind of energy, because now they realize their self-worth within a situation that they had to separate from. Tell me more about the energy of separation. There's the Three of Cups that I was kind of looking for in some kind of friend group, in some kind of friend situation. Four of Cups, missed opportunity. Tell me more about this Three of Cups energy. That's the World card in the reverse. That's that stuck, stagnant energy. That's that karmic cycle. Justice. Could be dealing with a Libra energy in Divine Masculine. Crossing the Justice. Ten of Swords. Tens are completions, but nevertheless somebody went through a betrayal, heartache. In order to get to this point, I feel like that's the Tower. In order to get to this point where you are now, that freedom, you've been through something. With the Nine of Wands, Wounded warrior energy. Tell me more about this Ten of Swords. Whoever this Libra energy is, or whatever this energy is, it brought heartbreak, it brought betrayal, but best of all, it's brought transformation. It's brought knowledge, understanding. Maybe now you're able to see or feel with more of an empathic energy. It's triggered you to your High Priest energy. Temperance, Sagittarius energy, but it's bringing forth that balance, that stability that you're wanting. You understand how the readings are lining? So through heartbreak, possibly with a Libra or Sagittarius, it's brought stability, and it's brought a sense of knowing what it is that you're wanting in life and where it is that you're heading to. Whatever it is that you've been looking on at from a distance, you're moving towards it rapidly. With the Knight of Wands in the reverse, you're moving towards, but be mindful of the ego. Yeah, no juggling. After tell me more about this Two of Pentacles. Seven of Wands in the reverse. No need to feel defensive anymore. And I feel like I'm going to kind of end it there, because I'm going round in circles almost. So I'm just going to pull a few of my own, and then I'm going to end it there as advice. What's the advice for the Divine Masculines in regard to the energy of this reading? Advice. replied to the divine masculine in regards to the energy of this reading. So we got, if you do the crime, you have to pay the time. Someone played fool to catch wise. Probably stayed in a situation for far too long. So when you enter in a situation that you know is unhealthy for you, and you get stuck in it, you have to kind of say to yourself, you knew what you were doing at the time, you knew better, so you should have done better. No smoke without fire. If it's Augusta, it's almost Augusta. So it's almost like the energy of someone knew something was the way it was intuitively and never followed their intuitive guidance, because it says here, ant follows fat, but the fat would drown the ant. Greed, temptation and addiction. Someone was led by greed, temptations and addictions. Understanding is key to forgiveness of self and others. Who, what, why and when, and how to move forward. And on that note, I'm going to end it there. My little one's just woken up. On that note as well, have a good Sunday and stay blessed, love and light.